about that soon. Um, yes. So with it also being on PC, that thing is so easily moddable. Take for instance, Sonic Mega Mix Plus that just came out not too long ago. That's a fantastic fan project. I don't think actually I think this tier list came out like way before that game came to be, so I don't think we can put that on there. But if Mega Mix Plus was on this list, it would also be S tier with Sonic Mania Plus. So, and then also you could pick up Sonic Mania. Like normally Sonic Mania is like what, 10, $20, and that thing goes on sale all the time. Dude, it doesn't get any better. It doesn't get any better than that. Yeah, Sonic Mega Mix Mania. Yeah. That's it. Honorable mention. That's right. Absolutely. It's so new that I can't really give it a grade. If you let me give it a grade right now, it's going straight into S tier. But I have to let it breathe a little bit before I do that. But yeah, play Sonic Mania. Play Sonic Mania. That's all I got to say about that. Play Sonic Mania. And yeah, Mania is so good. It's a love letter to the 2D generation. Absolutely. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, that is right. It is actually just a love letter to the 2D generation. Plus, it does actually tie in the Sonic lore because it is part of the Sonic lore. It's great, and it gets confusing because of that goddamn Phantom Ruby. But we'll get to that. We will get to that. All right. Let's talk about Sonic Superstars, which is the new, like, I guess the most recent 2D Sonic game. Same thing, multiple playable characters, Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Amy. It's canon to Forces somehow. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. A lot of people don't really care for Superstars, but I think it's a really good game. Obviously it's not better than like Mania or anything like that, but it is a fun time. Plus, again, it's co-op. And here's my big thing with a lot of Sonic games that like introduce the Chaos Emeralds.
Mm-hmm.
The Chaos Emeralds need to have some kind of relevancy to the story, or you need to make the Chaos Emeralds do something.
Okay.
Throwing up tab for you, my dude. I appreciate you, Saint. Thank you, bro. Sonic Superstars makes the Chaos Emeralds individually functional. They do things. Like they make it so you can you'll have like a fire shield, and it does also introduce Trip the Sun Gazer. We'll get to Trip in a second. Yeah, I forgot Trip is also a playable character. Yeah, so 5 playable characters. So yeah, the Chaos Emeralds give everybody powers. Like glad to see you live a lot more. Hey, I appreciate it. I'm glad to be back, man. I'm glad to be back. Yeah, so like there's one that makes like a bunch of clones on screen. There's one that like creates like vines or a plant that you could climb up on. I forget exactly what all the Chaos Emerald powers do, but they are all useful. Slow down time also. That's right. Yeah, the Chaos Emeralds do shit. And honestly, I didn't even know I wanted that before this game. Now I want that shit all the time. And honestly, it makes sense because Shadow uses one Chaos Emerald to do all of his Chaos powers.
Yeah.
Why aren't we doing that?
Yeah, I was going to say, like, so one of the things that I like, just a quick tangent.
No, go for it.
One of the things I liked about Shadow the Hedgehog, like when he was introduced and everything, was like, other than going super, he had a use for the Chaos Emerald. Yeah, he had a whole move set.
Why aren't we doing that more?
With using that kind of power. And I like remember when I first found out about Silver, I was like, oh, he's probably gonna like have some other cool stuff with the Chaos Emerald, and it's like he's a psychic.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, that's not what I thought, but that's still cool, you know. Like Hero was saying, we need more of that shit. We need more cool shit, y'all. Like,
I want Sega to do so much more with the Chaos Emeralds now that they've shown that they can do it.
I also want them to give Knuckles something with the Master Emerald.
That would be cool.
Specifically the Master Emerald.
That would be cool. That would be cool. So yeah, I would say that Sonic Superstars. What's up, Zet?
Yo, what's up?
Yeah, I will say that Sonic Superstars is a very, very confident high B tier game. I might get a lot of flack for that, but again, I'm correct. So, so you know. Plus, Trip is so good. Trip's such a good character, man. I love. We haven't gotten a lot. Don't bite me, Zelda. We haven't seen a lot of Trip. She's only been in the one game, but man, I love Trip because she's a. What do you mean she's a goddamn dragon? What do you mean she's a dragon? The final Eggman boss is hell though. Yeah, that's why it's in B. That's why it's in B. If the final Eggman boss wasn't that fucking stupid, it would have been in like low A tier for me. But that's the reason. That's the only reason. Yeah, Sonic Superstars, solid B tier game. Easy. All right. Before we start getting into the 3D era, let's go ahead and just do some house cleaning. Sonic Jam, Sonic Mega Collection Plus, Sonic Gems Collection, Sonic Classic Collection, Sonic Origins, Sonic Origins Plus. These are all compilation games. They all have some combination of Sonic 1, 2, 3, and Knuckles, CD, and other fucking Sonic games. These are just compilation games. So, just another way to play the classics. Honorary mention. Shout out to Sonic. Shout out to Sega for making all of these games accessible in every goddamn era. We love it. Cool.
Now we get into some of where my heavy.
Here's where the discussion is. Oh, actually, yeah. You know what, Ryder, you're right. Actually, we're a slight change. Sonic Origins and Origin Plus, they're gonna go in like C tier. They're gonna go C tier because they give us cutscenes in each of the games. They got cutscenes. We expand the lore a little bit, and that means something. So yes, so bottom of C tier, but not because they're bad games. It's just because they're compilations. That's all it is.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's all
fair.
it is.
I think that's
nothing to the quality of Sonic Origins, even though like it is. Some people will say that it's bad. Some people will say that it's good. Don't care about that. It's a compilation game at the end of the day, but it gave us a little bit more lore. That's all I care about at that point. Speaking of which, when I start doing the Sonic Marathon on my channel, I'm going to, like, for Sonic 1, 2, and 3 and Knuckles, we're going to be doing Sonic Origins Plus because I believe the Game Gear games are on there as well, and I'm going to be doing those too. So, just a heads up for everybody there. All right, cool. So let's go ahead and get to the nitty gritty. Everybody wants to talk about. Let's talk about Sonic fucking Adventure, baby. Actually, Sek, I want you to give me your opinion first before I give you mine. Okay. So the floor is yours.
Let me get back on my computer, which I'm about to just click, and I'll be.
Okay.
Okay. Sonic Adventure.
Yeah, all right. Talk to me. What are you feeling? And Ryder, type in too. I want to hear what your opinion is as well. Fuck yeah, Sonic Adventure.
There are a couple of things with Sonic Adventure. So, being objective, and this is adventure in a world where DX exists, the director's cut exists.
Yes.
I would give, knowing that director's cut exists, objectively like a low B.
For vanilla?
Yeah, for vanilla.
Okay.
Vanilla.
Okay.
Because the director's cut exists.
All right. So, wait, did you say low B or high B?
Low B.
Okay, low B. All right. And then for director's cut?
Director's cut, that's an A.
You're in a bus. It's an A?
That's somewhere in that A.
Okay.
Like, part of me wants to give it S, but there are reasons why I can't quite give it S.
Okay.
And this is like, part of it is just from like recently going back and playing some of the director's cut, because I have it on Steam.
Okay.
As well as Adventure 2 Battle.
Right.
So the vanilla version of the game, just some of the quality of life things, some of the added content. That's the only reason that's a low B. If you asked me this like before Director's Cut existed, it would be where Director's Cut is, because like it's such a cool game. You know, we get to hang out with Big the Cat. We get to we get this really, I think at the time, because this was Saturn and GameCube, it was a nice 3D escape. You know what I'm saying? Like being able to run around and adventure and see all of the stuff, all of the cutscenes, the voice acting, just really, really good game. Some of the mechanics were a little bit wonky. Like, you know, they went to the 3D space. Physics got a little bit weird in some ways. You know, certain glitches get glitchy. You feel me?
I feel it.
And ultimately, like for the Director's Cut, which again added content, some quality of life changes.
Yeah.
Only reason it's not an S tier is because like of some of that wonkiness, just some of that like fresh 3D space jank. You feel me?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, the models are a lot better.
Okay.
In DX.
All right. Cool. All right. That's all you got?
That's all I got for right now.
All right. Cool.
This is not one of these things I could talk about that for hours. So.
All right. Cool. Sec, you're gonna hate me. You're gonna hate me. So, I will agree.
All right. Let's hear it.
I will agree that Sonic Adventure Vanilla is a solid B tier game. I will 100% agree with you on that.
All right.
Where DX comes in, and I guess for the ports in general, this also goes for Battle for Adventure 2. Every time they re-release these fucking games, the quality gets worse. It gets so bad. It gets so. Hear me out now. So, like Ryder was saying, the issue with DX is that the models have like this weird plastic like texture, right? And that's fine. That's whatever. That's cool. The models are better. That's for sure. But it's got a weird kind of plastic. It doesn't feel like it's and I can excuse it because like this is originally a fucking Dreamcast game. We'll let that slide. However, there is no excuse for the audio mixing in DX to be that fucking bad. It's so bad. And it's
Honestly,
worse.
You are right.
And it's worse in Adventure 2.
It's pretty bad.
It's so bad. The lighting's off. The audio mixing is bad. Fucking people like. And this is more so just like a localization thing, but like characters cut each other off all the fucking time in Adventure 2. And I know we're jumping ahead to Adventure 2 a little bit, but it kind of just goes to it's more like a collective like port issue that I have with the adventure games. If they would just, and I mean obviously I'm not a game developer. I know a little bit of game design, but I'm not a game developer, right? And I get it. Like ports like these, they're not easy because you have to account for like different hardware. You have to account for different platforms. I get that, but there's no reason why some voices should be overpowered by the softest song in the franchises. You know.
So what I will say from an audio perspective, real quick, if it's okay.
Yeah, go for it.
This all depends on what the process was that they did in bringing the audio over.
Right.
Because if they brought the audio over and kind of like remastered it, they didn't have the ability to separate those audio tracks. So they literally did the best with what they had.
Correct.
Now, in that case, I think that the proper thing to do would just be to have them revoice the lines. That would solve that problem.
Right.
And probably give it a better quality. But, you know, just something to, and that's again, you know, like you said, you're not a game developer, and you might not have had that kind of like insight on like
I've studied game design.
Kind of fun when you're trying to read things.
Yeah, like no, I understand what goes into it. I did study game design for a while. I did. So I get it's not an easy task, and that I do give them grace for that.